Hello and welcome to another Volkswagen TV training. Thank you for joining us again. We'll mainly be talking about a program today. So the star of our training is a program and not this great vehicle next to me, because it's only a means to an end. Another star of the broadcast is our trainer, of course. He's not only a trainer in real life, but also here in our studio. Harald Herrmann, hello.
Thank you. Hello.
I have already said that we won't be talking about the 3 letters GTI, but about a program. It has 4 letters, ODIS. Many people still call it ODIS, but you shouldn't do that. Why?
You don't do that because the name ODIS, to call it like this for the last time, has been patented by another company. We have to call it by its full name. That is, Off-Board Diagnostic Information System. In this broadcast, we'll call it Off-Board Diagnostic System to save time.
The keyword is off-board, isn't it?
That's true. Off-board is the opposite of on-board, which is the diagnostic data in the vehicle. In this case, we get a lot of data from outside the vehicle to be able to carry out a complete diagnosis.
This sounds like a real innovation. What are the advantages of working with the system?
The system itself is an innovation in many respects, on levels that we can see and on levels that we can't see. You should know that the program has been developed by and for Volkswagen, and there are 3 different versions. There is the engineering off-board diagnostic system. It is used by our developers to enter data. There is the creator off-board diagnostic system. It is for guided fault finding. Programs, inspection plans, etc. are created in this version. And our workshop staff, that is the mechanic, works with the service off-board diagnostic system. And this is the version we'll be talking about in this broadcast.
What is the most important advantage of the service subsystem?
The most important advantage of the service subsystem is that we can access all the group systems that are necessary for the repair from one computer, that is the mechanic. The main connection is the connection to ELSA Pro. The FASIT database with immobilizer data, for example, and to the carport database with the vehicle's history data. So the mechanic can access the data from one location.
What does this mean for the hardware, that is for the computers, in the car dealership? Can I use the normal VAS tester that our dealership is already equipped with?
We can use most of the workshop equipment, but we provide advice, for example, that the VAS 5051A cannot be used with the system. But the VAS 5051B can be used. But we recommend to use the updated version, that is, working with the new extended main memory to get higher performance or faster processes on the tester. Basically, the new generation of testers can be used, that is the VAS 6150, 6150A, 6150B, and the new 6160 tablet tester, and the VAS 5052A.
You know best yourself which of these computers is available in your market, because there are differences from market to market. What is it like with vehicles? For what vehicles can you make a diagnosis using the off-board diagnostic information system? And for what vehicles do you have to use the new system to make a diagnosis?
Currently, nearly all group vehicles are saved in the database, except for very new vehicles, such as the hybrid vehicles or the Amarok. These vehicles will be entered soon, but all the other group vehicles are saved. And this also applies to older models. That is, the off-board diagnostic system is compatible with older vehicles. So we can make a diagnosis for vehicles from the 90s or 80s, if they are able to carry out a diagnosis.
But what is it like with new vehicles? Will there be vehicles for which you can only make a diagnosis using this system?
Yes, there will be. We'll have to remember a particular date, that is the launch of the Golf Mark 7, the generation that will be introduced in calendar week 45 in 2012. As of this date, guided fault finding will be completely created in the off-board diagnostic system, and then we'll have to be familiar with the program, be able to work with it and use it. At the same time, you won't have to update the brand CDs or basis CDs for the previous VAS PC program anymore.
Are there any other important points that we should mention before we'll have a look at the actual program?
Yes, we should talk about some basic conditions that have to be fulfilled. Then we can benefit from the off-board diagnostic system the most. It is the online connection, but these days normally everybody has access to the internet. And we need an online connection to make a complete diagnosis for the vehicle. To log on, we need a global user ID, but it has mostly been rolled out already. So the mechanics already have their global user IDs to log on to ELSA Pro, for example. And there is another advantage of the off-board diagnostic system. For us to be able to use the tester as part of the service core process, we need a direct connection between the dealer management system, that is the intake system in the workshop, and ELSA Pro. Having this direct connection, we can see the orders on the tester that have been entered into the dealer management system and use this data.
You have mentioned the global user ID. It already exists in many countries, but not everywhere. Can you explain what it is?
Yes, at the moment we are in the last stage to roll it out everywhere. It makes the process easier. That is, the mechanic can log on to the dealer portal more quickly and more easily. Previously, we had to enter the organization ID, the user ID, and a password. With the global user ID, we have to do one entry less. We only have to enter the global user ID and our password.
So this was the basic information. Now we'll get down to the nitty-gritty. Now we'll have a look at the program. Please tell us more about it.
Thank you.